losing my mind after this episode of JoJo. Like, if you had never seen this before, you was probably there watching this entire episode, gritting your teeth. You were like, going, oh god, get Kira, no, turn around, no, Koichi. Like, it was insane. Like, this episode, back to back to back to back, just my god, so much shit going on too, and it's like probably one of my favorite episodes of all of fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, especially in Diamond Unbreakable. Oh my god, where do we even begin with this? Where it's just Yoshikage Kira, even before he appeared in front of their rod, he just walked down to everyone, and it's like his bomb is like literally his sheer heart attack is being like grounded to the like ground, and it's like just him there being like fucking dealt by thugs and like, hey, oh man, you look rich and all that, let's see you again. And it's just like he's there like blowing up their fingers, beating the shit out of them and all that, and he's just like, I just want a peaceful life, and yet this is the most fucking crazy ordeal I've gone through the entire time. Let me live in peace. And when you see him like there walking, he's there with Koichi, he's standing right at him, and he's just like, even like Koichi saying, how do you have two stanzas? Bullshit. And he's like, it's a part of my stand. He's like, bullshit, you had two parts to it. And he's like, okay, we got two things, because I could only stop one thing at a time. My range is like 5 meters. Like, I'm gonna have to either stop him or the bomb, and I've got to stop the bomb. And it's just like, when Kira just stomp on him, and he's just like, oh, you got blood on your face, here, have a tissue. And he's just smacking his face into the fucking curve, just going, just smacking him repeatedly. And Koichi's just there laughing. He's just I know your name. I know everything about you. You try like, this is how easy it is to find out. You think with me dying that, you know, this is gonna resolve anything and all that? It's like, no matter what, if I can find your name like this, then anyone is. And it's just like, he's loving it. It's just like, why do I feel so defeated right now? Why do I feel, it's like, why is this guy? And he's just like, no, I've got a couple of minutes like that. I've got 2 minutes into Josuke and Okuyasu. Now let me teach you a fucking lesson of getting in the way of my peaceful life. He just keeps kicking and beating him. He tries to scream, trying to call for help, getting the boot into his mouth, and he's just like, I came here without screaming and crying. Why can't you do the same thing? And it's just like, he's so fucking creepy, like, throughout the entirety of it. And even with the triggering and all that with him and all that, when he just punches a hole in Koichi, and he's just like, no, Koichi, no! Like, you go there, Jotaro gets up, starts fighting him, beating him shit. He's like, oh, you're weak and all that, you're very low and like stamina. And then just the best satisfying moment is like when you hear part 3, music starts coming in, and Jotaro just starts beating the wailing shit out of like him. Like, when you saw that with Kira, he's just going, and it's just so going on for so long. You love it, like all the hits that's hitting Kira. It's like, this is the everyone all that you've murdered throughout the time. You know, he keeps going and he's going, and he just punches him to the ground, and it's like, that's what I want to fucking see. And he's out on the ground, and it's like all 3 of them collapse, and it's just like, just when Josuke and Okuyasu just get there, and they're just like, Jesus Christ and all that, what the fuck is happening? And Kira, like the pathetic little piece of shit that he is, he there tries desperate act. It's like, oh my god, and all that. It's like, help me. And it's like, oh my god, I'm so scared like that. He's like, help me and all that. There's a murderer over there. He just blew up the shoe. Help me. And it's like, whoa, calm down, man, and all that. We can take care of you. We can heal it. Like, I'll fix you. And he's just like, please fix me, man. Like, sir, and all that. Please hurry up. Like, it's like, huh? And then like with Okuyasu, it's just like, he's going there, and it's just like, who is this fucking? Should we trust him like that? And it's like, Josuke's like, wait a minute, why are you relying on me? Like, someone like that, it's like, why are you, like, going on this punk here, asking him, like, do I look like I had a doctor's degree? Oh, you can see my stand like that, can you? Like that, we just caught you, motherfucker. And he's just like, oh my god, he's just like, fuck. He's like, you know what, I don't care anymore. Like, that's just the way, like, he just snaps. It's just like, everything's gone. I know now I can't live my peaceful life anymore. So at least, and it's just like, if I can't live my peaceful life now, why should I care and all that? And then he just goes, cuts his own hand off like that. The one with Shihai, he's like, I could escape now, and he's like, and he's crying, he's like, you don't see it, like, I'm in a lot of pain here and all that, this is hurting me so much, I'm like, you know, like, and he's crying, he's running, he's like, no, sheer heart attack and all that, let's go deal with it and all that, and it's just like, oh shit, and it's like, what we're gonna do and all that, he's close range and all that, and it's like, no, I'm gonna go and use, like actual stand to fix it and all that, so his hand will start returning to him like that, it's like, and his hand just starts flying, and he's like, returning, he's like, quick, get Koichi, get Jojo, like, honestly, even when I was reading the manga, that generally felt like that, like, the Araki wanted to kill like Okuyasu then, or maybe even Jotaro at that point. It was like, but then there was like, just because like Koichi and like Jotaro are just such popular characters, and it was just like, during part 4 I think Koichi was very high in the rankings actually, and it was like, no, we're not going to do this to him, we're not going to kill him, and it's just like, that kind of felt a little weird, because it was such a great moment for Koichi, and then it's just like, oh, I'm back up immediately with what we saw with Crazy Diamond, just immediately bringing them back like that. And I was like, I love it on that. But when you see he's like there in Aidi's and Cinderella's place, like in the salon, and he forced to cut it like another dude's face and all that, and it's like, no, we already put a bomb on it, we can't heal her, and then Okuyasu just has to use the fucking hands just to get rid of it, and it's just like, oh, it's so bad. It's just like, when they like open the doors, like, we gotta get him quick and all that, you can't go on too far, and it's like, he planned it perfectly after everyone left work. Because like, you saw it there as he was making his way, he saw like his friends and all that, and his buddies, and so that showed how much he just didn't care anymore when he's like looking at his buddies like, oh, is it time to go like leave work yet and all that, and his hands were like screaming, and then it's like, you see that he's finally gone after all that. It's like, we just lost Cinderella, she just got killed, we have no idea his identity, like his name, his address, like all of that stuff that we just found out is the only thing we know is that we just know about like his Stan's abilities right now. We just know that there's 2 parts to it, and it's like, that's all we know, and it's just like, we've lost someone and we didn't get the murder. It's just like, they barely got, it's just like, even when they got there, they beat the living dog shit out of him, and it's just like, it fucking sucks. It's just like, it sucks so much that you have, like, we lost him right at the end and all that. He's like, he caught us, and he knew about people, and he knew about what was going on, and it's like, you played us, Kira. It's like, fuck you and all that, after everything, after like Koichi's like noble sacrifice at the start there, after Jotaro's final effort, after like everything and all that, it's just like, you let him slip away at the last minute and all that. It's like, you piece of shit, like, I can't sadly like you use that, and it's like, now we have no possible way to trace it and all that, and like, I actually couldn't say it again because our fucking throat was blown out, so it was like, what could she really say? And it was like, we all had the killer, like, this was a bad day today. We've lost already someone, like, we've lost Shigechi, and now we've lost Aya. It's like, this guy is going to keep going on, and it's just like, he's going to live his normal life now, just how it was. And it's just like, I am loving this World Light episode so much. It was so fantastic, and I just gotta say, I love Kira's like OST. I love that really just somber dun, 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 dun. Like, I love that. It's so creepy when you see Kira. It's just like, it's so perfect because it's supposed to be so somber and just relaxing, and it's just, I love this episode so fucking much. It was so good, start to finish like that. And this is why, like, you know, Kira is just such a fucking great, because like, even still, like, he's not as physically strong as like Dio, but there's just so much more to him. Like, it's just like, he's just clearly insane. It's just that the ideals that he goes around in this world is just fucking insane. It's just great to see, like, after everything like he had fucking like dealt to and all that, this is what happened to him. It's like, I hate that bastard got away and all that. It's like, it's great to have a villain when you just hate them, because that's what they are, because they're a villain that's just a piece of shit, and it's just like, I love this episode. Start from there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. What you feel about that? Like, I know, like, I'm very biased when it comes to part 4 because it's my favorite part, like, I've read and all that. But it's like, I fucking love this like episode so much. It's such a high quality fucking good episode material. I'm looking very much forward to next week's episode and all that. But what do you guys think, especially when like a Killer Queen like just had like Koichi there, and just seeing like how crazy he's like he's like even dicking around. He's like, I could escape now, but no, I've got to sort this shit out. Let me do his sock and all. It's just such a weird scene like that. It's just like that irritates him and all that. It's just like, oh, there's a dead corpse on the floor. At least let me do the socks and like put the shoes. But like, he's so fucking weird like that. It's just so beyond crazy like that, like this guy and all that. And like, well, looking forward to definitely next week and more into it and all that. So that's all from me. Thank you much for watching as always, but I will see you beautiful bastards though next time.